Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the stream, and today it's going to be a good one because I'm tackling bark texture. I really like to try different things, but bark is one of the things that I tried a long time ago but totally failed. So I think it'll be a good one to stream, and let's see. I haven't really found any references out there, so I will find some references live now and probably stream them. So let's get started. And I'm googling bark. Let's see. Also, the one of the other good places to find bark textures is probably in ArtStation. So let's check bark. There are some weird looking ones, and I think that's all good. Oh wow, this is a good one. I don't know if I can do this though. Let me quickly find this. Yeah, this one. This looks really cool, but I don't know which sort of bark I want to make. So this is one type of bark, I think. And let me quickly check the chat as well. So yeah, I can see the chat now. So if you guys have any queries or questions, you can put over there. Oh man, this is a good texture. Let's see some others, different styles. Oh, that's a good one. Let's get this as well. I mean, it's definitely a lot of detail in it, and it's very Voronoi, so we can tackle that. I don't know if we'll make it as good as that, but you know, it's something which we can try. So that is another bark texture. Really wish I can stream Substance at some point because I really want to learn it better. I kind of know Substance a bit, but not as much. Yeah, I'm kind of scared to open. Oh yeah, here's a good one. Save this, open. Here's another one, bark. I really like this sort of a cranked one. The more the displacement, the better I feel. So let's check some more similar ones. Here's one more. Yeah. Now let's stick with these few references, and you know, you can build upon those. I'm gonna close all the stuff and we can get started. Let's see. I'm closing all the unnecessary ones. That's cool. Let's add a new material. Let's call this bark material. Yep, let's save this. And let's go to options, settings, displacement and bump, change to experimental, and everything is good. So let's look at some other good references that we have. Yeah, immediately looking, it looks like Voronoi. So let's start with Voronoi and see if we can get like the base texture on top of it. There's a Voronoi volume scale, sorry, Voronoi texture. Let's give this the mapping coordinates, UVs, and the UVs are stretched right now. So let's go back, select everything, scale X2. Now there is no more stretching. Yep. Let's do vector math scale multiply. Let's do scale. Let's do a scale of 5 for now. And let's take a look at the position. We need to stretch this, so let's multiply. Right about minus 0.2 maybe. Instead of 2D, let's do 3D. Instead of 3D, let's do 2D. Okay, interesting. Let's do a value about 10 for now. Yeah, that's a good start, I would say. Let's turn on adaptive subdivisions. We can break this up using noises, of course. I'll do one more thing. I'll try to reorganize everything. Let's get this shader editor down. Yep. Let's do home here. That's cool. And let's get our image editor here. Let's get 2 of those. Let's put one here and another reference here. We'll take inspiration from multiple things, so that's fine. Okay, this would be a good one, so let's work on this. There's color, so Control H. Let's use a noise texture. Vector math, add scale maybe. Yeah. Scale here, and let's subtract 0.5. So now, yeah, just 0.2 would be good, just to give it a little bit of edge breakup. Let's increase the scale from 5 to 10 maybe. Nope, 5 is good. We can make it a little rougher by increasing the detail. Let's make it 3. And for now, this seems good. Let's put all this in Control J, because there's a few more things I want to do here. Okay. Float curve, yep. Displacement. Put this in this height, change this to displacement and see how that looks. Let's do adaptive subdivisions and bring the scale all the way up to 0.01, 0.2, 0.2. I think that's all right. Already looks like dark. No, it doesn't. That was good one. So Yeah, the overshooting looks good. Question, should we continue that? Interesting. It's definitely giving that look, so let's quickly bring down the bar to a 0.505 and then bring this value down a bit. Yeah, let's tackle something else. This seems a good start. Let's quickly duplicate this, change this from F1 to smooth F1. Not smooth F1, sorry. Distance to edge. Maybe this will be a good option. Let's do RGB curves. No float curves. Sorry, not checking the chat that much, but that's all right. Let's do float curve, and let's connect this to the displacement instance, see if that looks any better. Okay, this is what we have. That's interesting. Ooh, that is definitely looking more like this. Yeah, I do like how this looks though. What do you guys think? Sorry, there's no. Oh god, this is fun. And give this value just a tiny little lip over there. Yep, that's definitely a good start. And let's use the color to mix a color to this. So we'll do one thing. I'll take this, plug it to the base color, but use a mix color node. Plug this here. Let's pick a color. Let's pick like a dark brown color and connect this to the second socket. Let's do separate color, and instead of mix, let's do soft light. Definitely a good start for bark. I'm little worried. Not sure why. I personally think yeah, we need a lot of surface noise basically. Yeah, and the roughness has to be really high. That's what I'm getting at by looking at the reference more basically. But before that, let's quickly give this a render just as it is. Ooh, that's yikes. Not what I want, but nope, not liking that at all. It's just gonna be little softer though. It's like, I don't know why I did that. If you look at it, it's not that much. Maybe I can just decrease the displacement maybe to 0.1. How about that? Can decrease this maybe. Let's do that. Yeah, let's increase this to 0.5. Yeah, let's quickly save this file as well. Okay, 07 bark material, bark texture. Let's call this bark as well. Perfect. We do need these two here, so let's put both of them inside. Let's call this shape, bark shape. Perfect. Looking at the colors, it seems good. Now we need surface noises. For that we need coordinates, surface coordinates per tile coordinates. We can get that using this position. All we have to do is just subtract, where is it? Subtract this from that, and then scale this whole by the value of 5. So let's give that there, there, and there. Perfect. Now we should also do another thing, just like multiply, or let's do divide, because we did a multiply here, 1 and 0.2. So let's do this 1 and 0.2. I'm gonna call this pattern stretch at some point, so that's totally fine. The reason I'm doing this is because now I can add a noise texture to this, just like that. Oh wow, this is definitely looking stretchy. Why is that? Let's do 2. Interesting. So it did not do what I expected it to. What if I do this? Maybe it is from this. Is it? Yeah, that's it. So now we can use map rangers to do this now. So let's do 0.6 and somewhere like that. Let's also add the color to this so that it's not constant. It looks very uniform, so let's change the 3D now. Okay, that is a little better, I feel. And now we can use to do the dents here, like these dents there. So let's take a look at that. Hello. It looks like you're the only one watching. Yeah, it looks like that as well. Hamatiti. But yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Yeah. Let's check. Thanks for joining, by the way. I'm trying to get some surface noises on the bark texture. This is how far we have come so far, and this is looking that because I gave a really high displacement value. 0.2 is probably better in this case, and roughness gotta be high. Yeah, somewhere about, that's too much probably, but yeah, let's give it 0.8 for now. We can always dial it back. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it is at 3 viewers now. Welcome everyone. Hope you guys enjoy the stream. I'm trying to make a bark texture, and it is not looking, it is looking good, but it's not looking exactly what I expected it to look, but it's fine. Let's quickly use a mix color and let's try to subtract this detail there. Where is that? Subtraction right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just giving a little bit of surface noise, but it's fine. It's not really important, but yeah, a tiny bit of surface noise is always good. And let's decrease the scale to maybe 2 or 1. Yeah, this is good. And let's give this a quick render. This is how it looked first. Now should look a little different, definitely better than before. Yeah, we'll add more and more details on top of this, so it's definitely gonna get better. Not bad for a quick start. What do you guys think? Yeah, now I'm going to quickly put this inside as well. Okay, let's look at this again. Separate color. Yep. R, G, and B. I have a weird idea. I don't know if that's gonna work. What if I do power of 2 different things? I don't know. Logarithm. Interesting. And then do this again. But let's do the power of this. Let's use this instead in subtraction. I don't know how that's gonna look, but there's definitely a different surface noise. Okay, it's not looking, it's looking too CGI. So probably not using one single noise is a bad idea. Let's use the double noise technique that we always do. So that is basically just by adding another noise right beyond this. I'm using a vector math, adding the original back to this. I'm using this as a scale factor to do that. Okay, let's look at this now. After this, let's use a map range and just, yeah, that seems good. Let's check this now. Yeah, let's do 1 and 0 instead. Yeah, we have some surface noise. That's good. Let's give here detail to 6 so that it's more prominent, and the roughness to maybe 0.7, scale to 3, 2 maybe. Just to 4. What would happen? Okay, interesting. Let's change the scale to 3 as well. It's looking too CG noise, so let's hide that for now. So next up, let's take a look. It has another Voronoi on top of it. Like, it looks like there's like multiple layers of Voronoi on top of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this down, take this up, and just use a Voronoi instead. Voronoi, where is that? Voronoi vector. But now I'm gonna use smooth edges. That's the one. No, not this one. Smooth F1. Okay, let's not zoom in too much. Now I'm going to use the color channel, separate XYZ. Let's use this instead. I don't know if that will do anything, but yeah, just going to quickly plug one of this to subtract, just to give like a little bit of undulations. Yeah, it looks too much definitely, but yeah, but I think this is detail to 4 maybe. This is subtract. Let's do map range again. Let's do darken maybe. Okay, not good. Not good. Soft light. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, it's not working. It's not exactly what I was expecting this to look like anyway. Let's normalize this. Difference. Software was a good one actually. Oh, wait a minute. You see that? That is good. Now let's give this a quick render. This was previous. Let's give the third render and see how far we have come from the previous one. It's definitely gonna look more bumpy. It's gonna get more bumpy and bumpy on top of it. So yeah, that's good. Yep, we're gonna add more bump on top of that. Let's look at other textures as well. Bark textures. Look at this. This is a good one. It has cracks here and there, which we can imitate as well. But yeah. Super interesting. This is super interesting. Okay, make this into another group. I really wish there are portal nodes in Blender because that'll probably help my organization a lot, because right now it is a pain. Let's just leave this here. Yep. The next one, let's bring this all the way there. Let's put Control J. Now next one, let's bring everything back there. Let's use the same technique, but let's use normal Voronoi now. Oh wait, I have a good idea. Voronoi texture. But let's change this to distance to edge instead. And let's use a noise. But you know, let's use this noise to give those a little bit more detail. And let's use map range, not mapping. MR for map range. Yep, there you go. Let's do 0.5 here. Let's give this a detail of 2 maybe, or 3. This is going to be interesting to see. And let's also normalize this. Oh god, it might crash. I hope it doesn't crash. Okay, let's see. Okay, it did not crash. I'm gonna bring this here. Let's do multiply. This is going to look interesting. So that is the surface noise. So I want it to be more let's call this RGB, like float curves, more rounded. Yeah, I want this to be more flow, so that maybe. Okay, let's change this back to 1. Let's normalize this. That's good. Now in multiply, let's make this just a tiny bit, like 0.1. It's definitely going to add a lot of detail. Look at that. That is the detail I'm talking about. But also we can use this distance to F the color. So let's do mix. Let's do soft light. Just a 10.5. That's cool. Now let's take a look at the rendered view again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope this looks better than what we had before. We are adding more and more details. That's good. But yeah, let's think more in terms of adding like bigger details maybe. Interesting. Let's put this in another frame, Control J. Instead of multiply, let's do color bar. Need the damage, but I don't think it is happening as I intended it to. You can tell that it's like a little bit of noisy stuff, but it's highly accentuated using editing, so I don't know. So color one, let's do subtract maybe. That is our easiest one to. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'll do this, but there's one other thing I want to do on top of that, because yeah, I have an idea. Instead of 5, let's do 2 maybe. So now that can add a lot of interest. Yeah, that's a good one. Cool. Now let's quickly change the shape from 0.2 to maybe point. Scale is fine. Let's increase detail roughness to 5. roughness just a tiny bit, and 0.3. Now let's see how this looks. 1 2 3 4 5. Now let's give this as a render. Yep, it is breaking up more often, which is perfect. Looking more rough, yes. We need more color variation, I guess, and then a color from the edge. Like ambient occlusion would be good. Yeah, now roughness variation is the way to go. So let's do one thing. Whatever we had before, let's quickly take math. This one, add this to our height. Now it's 2 textures. And then let's take this one as a third texture. And then let's add our distance, 4th texture. Divided by 4 for now. That'll give us a good starting point for a roughness map, I guess. What if we subtract this? That's fine too. Okay, now let's take all that. Then let's go directly to the roughness and see how that looks. I'll do a map range. We'll do now map range. Let's increase this to 0.65 to 1. Yeah, now let's take a look at this. Let's give this a quick render. Yeah, this is definitely going to add more randomness, but yeah, it does starting to look more, yeah, interesting. Color variation, more roughness variation, more surface noise. This is the way to go. And also like a little bit of height variation maybe. Oh yeah, never thought about that. Let's do that. Because it's all perfectly straight, but it would be nice if there is like a little bit of tilts like this, you know? Oh wow, that's actually a pretty dope idea. I never really thought about that until now. Not this. Let's take our position, scale, divide. Yep. Let's do vector math. Let's bring this up there. Yeah. I think it'll be cool if we do it here. Vector rotate. This by a separate color. Did we do a separate color here? Yeah, we did. So let's bring this one here and take this, take the green channel, put this directly in the angle, but it's all in positive direction, so let's subtract 0.5 and then multiply everything by 2 star pi. Now if you separate colors, X is not what I want, but Y looks really decent. So let's bring all this stuff down right about there. Let's push this back. Yeah. Let's take our height input that we have. Yeah. Let's take our Y. Just mix. Let's do add. Math add. Yep, it's gonna go wonky, of course. But here's the best part: we can multiply this by a very tiny amount, like 0.15 maybe. 0.1. Let's see how that looks. Rendering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's give here the render here. This is a very interesting stream. I don't think I like this would go pretty long, but yeah, let's look at what we had before. You see that little bit of deviation is what I'm looking for. Yes, you see that. That's good. That's a good thing, I guess. Maybe the surface noise is too much. We can always decrease it, definitely. But let's quickly see without the surface noise, you know. God, how do I organize this? There's a pain. Okay, let's subtract this noise just by 20%. The soft light is too much maybe. Let's do it by 50%. And let's subtract the final one by half of what we did. Now let's take a look at everything that happened. The changes, I mean. Yeah. Subtle is a way to go. I think we can actually push the roughness a little bit more, definitely. But it's going to get better once if we do a pretty decent lighting compared to what we have at the moment. So let's work on the lighting now. Okay, we have area light up. Let's shift B that. Shift B and about that. Let's increase this to maybe 200. And let's make this rectangle. Right about there. GZZ maybe. Too much. Let's not do too much. Let's rotate this to another decent angle. Yeah, 30 seems decent. Now let's quickly duplicate the whole thing. Bring this front. Let's do a key light. But this is going to be a disc light. And it's going to be smaller. It's like a fill light. And let's increase the size just a tiny bit. I don't know how this is looking, but let's quickly give this another render. Let's go to the first one. Let's refill that. Better lighting shows us a lot more Interesting. It's too soft. Soft. It is too soft. Okay. Let's give bump now. Bump is bump. I mean, let's just take a noise texture. Let's plug the Vero noise, that one. Let's do scale of 500 maybe. Let's plug this direct to the bump, to the height. Let's bring this all the way down to 0.01. Let's plug this directly to the normal and see how that looks. And let's do a quick render again. Let's check out how that looks. It's gonna look more noisy, or like, the highlights are going to be broken up. We can decrease the displacement strength tiny bit as well, because right now this looks too smooth or rounded, and the lighting doesn't really look that good. We can play with the lighting a little bit more. Yes, definitely. Let me quickly drink some water. Oh, hydration is really important. Okay, let's see. We are really decent way up, but there is so much more we can do. The roughness is really not looking what I expected it to look like, so I'm just going to increase it a tiny bit more. And I would also like to add more and more noise, so I'm going to take this, duplicate that, vector math, multiply. Yep, let's do that, and let's change this from 500 to 20 for now. Let's do 1, and let's make this 0.02. Okay, maybe not that much. 0.2 maybe. 0.1. Okay, 20 to 30 maybe. Let's do map range to see how that looks. Let's go 0.5 to 0.6. Okay, we need a little bit more than this actually. Maybe the normalize is what's doing that. Okay, this is better. .24. Yep, save. I think I need to normalize this definitely. Let's do 0.04 maybe. I'm looking for the straight edges. Yeah, I don't want it to be too much, so I'm gonna go 50. I'll see how that's gonna look. Since it's anyway clamped, I'm gonna go take that, put this right in the second socket. Instead of subtract, I'm gonna do multiply. Yeah, let's do multiply. Now that's gonna give a little bit more variation on top. So let's render this now. This is what we had before. I'm gonna do another render on top of that to break the edges. And also I think let's do a high res render out of this, but also let's quickly add better lighting. This lighting is not looking any good. Let's do 500. Okay, interesting. I think it's better if I bring the good ones. Where was that? Let's go to the ammonite. Let's bring the volume, Gerber, Control C, and the background. Yeah, these add a lot. Control C, copy 3 objects. Let's go back to the back texture, don't save. Let's add a new collection. Let's paste them there. Let's give this a quick render just as it is to see if it adds anything. You can tell there is a lot of difference in how this looks already. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to decrease the amount of displacement that's happening in the bump because this is too much. And let's also quickly go to the sub. Let's give this 150. Is this overscan? It's different resolution. Okay. But what I wanted to do was, let's go to procedural shading, select that, shade smooth, normal, yeah. From 0.2, let's make it 0.1. That's cool. And let's quickly decrease multiplication to 0.38, and this one, that is fine. Okay, the soft light, let's bring this tiny bit down as well. The first one was probably a little too much. That's cool. And yeah, this one should be interesting. But let's quickly fix the lighting. Okay. Okay, interesting. Let's render this again. Need to give more surface noises probably. Let's make this better. Let's do viewport compositing, because sometimes compositing actually helps. 0.2 maybe. With the low values, let's give a higher displacement values to check. And let's give this a 500. Let's save this, and also let's do viewport compositing. Not shader editor, we have to do view 0. Let's click the camera and change this to that. Yep, perfect. And let's bring our nodes, our good old nodes. Append. Let's go one step back. Ammonite 2, node reference, no trees. Let's give the distort, not film grain. Yep, add. Let's give film grain. Where's ungroup? Film grain. Yep, let's just plug that right there. And also let's give the denoise in here. Now let's give this just a tiny bit of, where is that, ammonite. We put compositing. Yep, let's go to compositor. Let's get all our important nodes. Let's copy them. Copy. Let's go to the bark texture. Don't save. Paste this. Right about that to this one. Perfect. Let's check this. For this to work, I have to do camera. Interesting. Let's go to the viewport. Let's take the volume and let's see if there is anything that we can do here. That's very interesting. Oh. Okay, I think it's definitely looking like this. Let's give this a quick render again. We need to do better colors, and we need to increase the displacement as well. Perfect. Let's proceed to do that. Let's click on that and let's close all our text, this ones. Yep. Let's quickly work on that. Let's take a look at this. Power seems good. Map range, good. Let's go to 0.5 and 0.9 maybe. And then let's also do one other thing. Yeah, the Gobo is not helping, definitely. Let's increase the scale to 0.2. And now let's increase that. Now let's play around with these values a little bit more. But yeah, I have a weird feeling that instead of doing this, we can also add another Voronoi, change this to that. And do this maybe. Let's not do color, let's do separate color. Yep. Let's take that. Yep. Give that effect, I think. I'm not sure. This should be interesting. Let's take a look at another render. Let's wait for it to resolve. This should be an interesting one. I'm gonna go less with the surface detail. Let's do 0.2. The detail to 4 maybe. Yeah, let's just decrease that and see how that looks. A little bit more manageable. Yeah, colors. Let's do colors now. We do have this math. Let's do power. And 50. Oh god. That is good. Okay, next up, let's take not multiply, let's do mix here. Yeah, that is good. Okay, let's do this, but also let's quickly just brighten this up slightly and change just a tiny bit of hue. and decrease this saturation. Now that'll look something like that. Cool. Now let's add a little bit more to this. Let's do a mix again. Let's take our, oh, should I do this or should I do that? Let's take this maybe. It's gonna, oh wow, yeah, definitely. Let's change this to soft light. Separate color. Where's the soft light? Just a tiny bit of that. Yeah, and then the multiply. Just a soft light of this, just by 0.3. Now let's look at the final result. This itself is gonna make it look so much different though. Let's do this 0.95 here and 0.6 here. Let's do F12. I hope this looks good. Yeah, the fog is a little too much. We can play with the lighting a little bit more. Maybe this bump is a little too much, you know. I'll play with that next. Just waiting for the whole render, like for the 500 samples, to see how the compositing looks to this. Wow. So this is how it looks, huh? Not bad, but it's gotta be even tiny now. So let's just do 0.15. Yeah, this could go a little bit more brighter. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of multiply, let's do divide maybe. Oof, that instantly looks different. Yeah, I do like how this looks. Let's do another quick little rendering for this. That is the previous one. Let's do the present one. Should be interesting. You can also make them go do something else, like we can sort of make them, oh, okay, I'm a little bit interested in the next step. I'm going to show you what I mean. Like tilt it along the horizontal axis. But yeah, the colors look super bright, so we can play with this just a tiny bit. Wow. Yeah, definitely going to look much better after the next step. But yeah, let's see how this looks with the compositor. Okay, definitely looks a lot weirder. I don't really like how this looks, especially the colors inside. Yeah, we can play with the displacement tiny bit more, I guess. It's probably because, like, let's look at the distance. Let's quickly increase this. This file let's do 2 maybe. This itself will look so much different. Yeah, that's the way to go. Subtle changes. And this one looks that way because of this. To be honest, I don't really mind this one. You can make it a little bit different, stronger. Not that much. Right about that looks good. And just play this value just a tiny bit, I guess. Okay, that seems like a good place. Now I have another idea, which is my favorite idea. Let's do pump. Let's give this one what the hell would that look like? Oh, that is one crazy looking bump. Even that looks fine, to be honest. Yeah, the detail on this looks really yummy now. So let's leave it that. Let's change this displacement to 0.15. Let's take a look at that, maybe. Interesting. Colors wise, I think it looks okay. There's something really weird about the shape itself. The bump can be played around with, so let's do a strength of point. See, one was very different, like that is looking super rough. Let's do 0.1 maybe. Or else I can do one other thing. I can take the multiply directly, this one. 50. Take our power node, this one. Put this right down here. Let's do add maybe. Can you see that? I can totally see this happening. Let's decrease the bump to a distance of 0.2 maybe. Let's take a look at how this looks. 1, 2, third one. I hope this looks better than what we have before. Okay, let's take a look at this. It does look good, but it's not how I imagined. I mean, procedural bark is really tough, so no complaints. Yeah. Sometimes it's just a waiting game. Rendering with 150% is really high, actually. I'm gonna do one without the volume as well because I really want to see how that's gonna look. Oh man, that looks really good though. Damn. Let's play with this dispersion value to 0.1 maybe. And let's decrease it just to 0.1. Just a 0.15. Right about that. Okay, that's good. Next is the step that I generally do in some scenarios, but yeah, this should be interesting. Let's just do add, take one of the blue, add there, multiply. Let's do multiply by 0.03. Yeah. I'm giving a little bit more bark variation, so now let's look at without any gobos. That definitely looks so much better without the volume, isn't it? Let's try without the volume, just because why not? Sometimes lighting is the biggest culprit. Yeah, this looks really good without the volume. Yeah, I don't know. There's so much more we can improve there here though. But yeah, let's not think too much about it for now. Lighting is the main one. For procedural bark, I don't think this is bad. Bruh. Let's go to compositing and Alt B. Let's decrease this just by 0.5. Let's not touch the intensity here. Okay, interesting. Clara. Let's do one without any. Also, which color space am I using? Ajax set to punchy. Nah, punchy is bad here in this case. Let's quickly save as bark. I want some feedback, so I think I'm gonna send this to a friend of mine. I want to improve this. Little worried on how this is gonna look, but yeah, I think instead of add here, what if we do subtract? Because that will give us a different look. So now let's take a look at this one. Yeah, this should be a different looking one. Okay, that doesn't look any good. So let's just do addition there. Yeah, that seems about right. Let's see. Actually, I have another trick up my sleeve. Let's do multiply. Let's do 4 maybe. Yeah, it definitely looks good now. I mean, it looks like bark, so I'm not complaining. All I'm gonna do is just play with some colors. Yes, this is perfect. Okay, it looks like bark, so I think that's good. I just want to make a pretty render now, so I'll work on that. Would be crazy. Oh yeah, let's check add and see how this would look. That would be interesting as well. So let's give this a quick render afterward. I hope this looks decently good. Yeah, there's so much to improve actually. Interesting. Okay, not gonna change this to addition or subtraction. Let's just leave this to subtraction right there. Yep. And let's play with the lighting, and that's the only way we can make this look better. Okay, let's render this with the previous lighting along with volumes. Actually, generally give like a top head lighting, so I want to try that. Shift a light, area light, GZ right about that. Yeah, that should. Oh yeah, let's do 220. 100. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. This feels like a better lighting setup than usual, doesn't it? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all that noise is going to be visible. Colors, we can play with the colors now. So colors doesn't really look that good. Let's just go back to the generic colors that we had before. Yeah, let's remove that. And let's decrease the bump to 0.01 here as well. And this one to 500 maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a look at the compositing rendering. Let's run the render. This should be interesting. Yeah, I don't like this, but you're waiting for everything to be done. Wood is so rough. I don't know if I should. Yeah, this is something doesn't add up here. I have another trick up my sleeve. Once I'm done with this, I'll try to play with that. Let's try that. Almost done. I'm not really happy how this looks. Interesting. Point 7 and point 3 maybe. Yeah, let's invert this. 0.9. Let's give this point. A little bit of wetness here and there, which is interesting. Never thought about that. Let's give another undo, maybe. Great. This was a pretty good one though. Okay. I might stream more later as well, so I might stream more of bark texture later. Yeah. Yeah, lighting is the one which I don't think I'm doing justice here. More color variation would be good. But yeah, I need to do a little bit more deep dive on how I want to do bark in general. So yeah, let's take a look at that. Yes. Doesn't look feel like bark though. It looks so plasticky. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I mean, definitely this reference is bad, so okay, that's interesting. Yes. This is it. I feel this is going to be so much better than what we had before. But yeah, it's just, I just hope this looks good. Yeah, it does look good. Add more noise. We could have. I think what I'll do is I'll stream again tomorrow to see if I can do better than what I did today. Because I want to do some more research on wood. what makes wood feel wood, so wow, just waiting for this to end. I don't know why the light doesn't show up that well. It definitely did show up in the other one, so yeah, interesting. Yeah, it is not showing up. I'll check why, but yeah, let's quickly look at the browser. Something. Let's do one other render quickly. Oh yeah, radius. Culprit. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's do another quick render to make this feel. Actually, we can remove this now. We don't need that. It's good. Let's give a different volume color. Let's go precision shading. Click on the volume. A dot. Yeah, about that. That seems about right. I quickly want to check something. There is a very interesting thing. IOR value. Yes. So I'll take this, math, invert it. Then multiply as well. That's 2.2 maybe. I definitely think this one makes it look more like. Let's give this a range of roughness now. Oh yes, that is it. And let's quickly increase the scale to 0.2 again. So IOR level is one thing that I wanted to check, and it did work to make it look more. Yeah, that. And also I finally want to add some ambient occlusion, so maybe. soft light on top of that. Yep, that is it. I do like how this looks at the moment. Now let's give this a quick render to see how this looks. IOR, damn. Yeah, it looks so much better. Yep, that's it. That is our bark texture. Whew. I'd like to stream this again to see if I can improve this a little bit more, you know. But yeah, let's stop it here though. I wanna see how the final result looks, and then we can proceed with other stuff. Isn't that wonderful? I should try something else other than what I've been doing regularly now. So yeah, do comment if you guys want any new materials probably. Okay, now let's go do some compositing. The gain gotta be a little higher. Not that much. Slightly. And I'm gonna increase the brightness just a tiny bit more. And I definitely need to increase the intensity of this 0.25. Let's look at the render. I need to add that noise to the roughness as well. So let's quickly do that. I mean the bump noise, yeah, this is the one I was talking about. So let's do math, power, let's do maybe. Okay, 500 is a huge noise, so let's do 200 maybe. 100. Even 100 is a very large noise for this scale. Okay, interesting, very interesting. It'll definitely change how the texture is gonna look. And let's quickly add this right before our divide node. Let's do 5. Or I can do another thing. I can bring this all up there. This to multiply directly by this, yep. Sorry if I'm taking too much time, but I really want to see how far I can push this texture because it looks almost done. So let's do 0.2 maybe. Nope. Also, let's change the colors just a tiny bit. Yep. Okay. Let's look at this render again. There's a high chance that this might be the final render that I do for today. Interesting. Very noisy, but yeah, I don't like it. I don't like how the noise variation looks that much inside, so I'll do one last thing before I render the final render. Oh god. Math cross product. Geometry. Normal. Length. Hope this looks better than what I had before. So let's quickly give that a try and then we'll stop. Oof. Taffy material next. What exactly is taffy? Let's check. Procedural taffy material. Oh, okay. Like a toffee? That's good. I think I can do that. And knowledge tags. Hey bro, how are you? Hey, good. How are you? Nice to see you here. Hope you're having fun. I'm just focused on making this bark texture and it is not looking exactly how I wanted it to, so I'm kind of tinkering a lot more on top on this. So yeah. So yeah, the toffee materials, like a taffy material seems interesting. I'll see if I can do that at some point. That seems like a candy material, so yeah, I think that'll be good to check to do. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can do that, but for now I want to focus on this material. Where is that? Yeah, bark. I try to add some little bit of moss on top of it, like here and there, to see if that helps. Yeah, the bump is definitely too much and I don't think it looks good, so let's quickly go back. Let's completely remove this, or give, yeah, since that is the case, let's do 0.1 and let's decrease this to 0.01. Zero 0.05. Yeah, that'll give better results in my opinion, and then this will give a little bit of edges, so that's perfect. Finally, let's do another final render and then I'm gonna close it. And yep, wow, what a day, what a day. Let's wait for this render to done. It's taking a long time to render because I added the bevel normal workflow, which is definitely not a good one if you were looking for computation power, but yeah, gotta do what to do. This is fine. Let's check how this is gonna look. Let's go to compositing. Let's do denoise. Let's go to image again. Yeah, save as. Let's do this. But yeah, so far I think I'll stop it here, but tomorrow I think I'll do a better version for this. So I'll work on this more tomorrow as well. Thanks for streaming. Thanks for joining, tuning in, and yeah, I think I'll take a break now and I'll focus on how to improve this, and I'll stream tomorrow again, do the same bark material because I think it'll be a good material to have. So yeah. Hello, yeah, knowledge. Yeah, I can hear you. How are you? Yeah, if you have any questions, do ask me now. That'll be good. Uh, okay. Can I know what you want suggestion on? Some college for 3D in India. Oh, I haven't really been to college for 3D in India. I'm not really sure. I think you can Google a bit upon that. Yeah, that'll be a good option. But I haven't gone for 3D specifically in India, so I don't think I can be the one to answer that question. You can try finding people on LinkedIn maybe who went to some 3D institutions. Yeah, but I personally suggest you to study this all by yourself. There's good enough resources on YouTube to guide you through everything. So uh, I'm doing this material artist. Yep. Let me quickly check the render. Uh, okay. I do not like how this looks at the moment, but yeah, definitely I think I'll work on this tomorrow, and yeah, that'll be a good one. Good. I'm gonna see how to improve this stuff, but definitely tune in tomorrow for this material completion. Since I did 2 hours now, I'll stop here and definitely continue later. Thank you for joining, everyone. See you. Bye.